Hello. I was here talking to my phone like as if I was live, and I wasn't live. Yeah. Let's see. I'll share with Courtney. I'll send to Courtney. And let's see. Oops. Hey, Jody. How are you, my dear? There's your blanket. The other one's on the shelf behind me. I don't know if you can see it there. Have you been? I don't know if Courtney's gonna come tonight. She is a maybe. Hey, Crochet Mom. I am using Karen Ogo Colorama for this blanket. Today is day 2 of our crochet along. If you don't have a superstar blanket, just bring whatever. If you still have your star blanket that you're working on from the last challenge. I used to call them challenges, but I just call them crochet alongs now. But I used to do these challenges, just used to call it challenge. I don't know why. 6 days, see how much you could get done in 6 days. You got a cardigan? I'm working on one. I'm so happy you like it. I'm going to be making an adjustment to it so that the join goes up the corner. And I'm also going to make a rectangular one too. I haven't told that to too many people, just the McKnitiverse people. It's been fun watching what everybody does with it, and of course I want to see somebody put like a bunch of squares together with a border and make a blanket. Just gonna give Courtney a couple more minutes and see if she shows up. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, so I'll just give her a couple more minutes. I'm having trouble getting comfy tonight. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. You thought about doing what? Making it go up the corner? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like 3 or 4 people had to tell me before I was like, okay, I need to look into this because I'm doing something wrong. I'm just looking at my yarn. Oh, you mean sewing a bunch together? Yeah, I think that would be cool. I'll come up with an edge for it and I'll send it to you. You can be the first one to do the edge. And I'll use a picture of yours in the pattern. Yeah, Cool. I'm just doing I'm not sure why I'm doing a superstar. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody asked for one. I just went from star to superstar. But I think in about 2 weeks I'm gonna go ahead and do a granny crochet along. Everybody seems to be excited about that pattern, so we might as well do a crochet along, right? And get them going. Alexa, stop. I don't know why she's always talking when I'm on here. Is she announcing It's so weird. She's not set to notify me of calendar events, but it seems like every time I'm on here, she's talking about something. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm just giving my buddy Courtney a chance to come on and say hi, and I think I have to mirror my video when I go upside down because, let me see, because then it'll be backwards for right-handed people, but forward for left-handed people, so. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put my camera up above, overhead, and get started. How is everyone? Hi, Kathy. Is anyone doing a superstar along with me, or what are y'all working on? What are y'all bringing in tonight that you're working on? And okay, there we go. I've got to be able to see my comments here. Let's see how that looks. All right, there we go. That looks okay. All right, I'm gonna zoom in just a little. Where's my end? There it is. Okay. All right, let's go with round 8. So round 8 starts with a slip stitch in the next stitch, and I just have to get over one because these two here are skipped. And then chain 3, 4 double crochet. this down. Put that over there. That's good. And then 5 double crochet in the center, double crochet, and the top of it leans a little bit to the right. So this whole peak, it does lean off a little bit to the right, but then we're going to bring it back with the single crochet on the next round. So 5 double crochet in the top. I just find these little I just find this yarn, the shape of it is awkward to me. Let me see. Hey, Kathy. Have you never done a Superstar, Jody? I think it's my favorite of all the star blankets, honestly. And it's the one I thought nobody would like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you'll have 5 double crochet going up each side, and then 5 in the point in the middle, and then skipping 2 in the valley. So I'm going to skip this one and this one, and then double crochet up to the next top of the next mountain. This is a Furls Odyssey hook, and it is an N hook, which I believe is an 8mm hook. I could be wrong. It could be 9, or Furls sizes are different. I don't have all the millimeter numbers memorized like some people. I just never thought that way. I always just went by the letter. I didn't know they were different. Once you get up into M, K, M, N, all the numbers are different. All the millimeters are different. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. You should always use the hook that works with your tension. And this blanket, because it's not quite circular, it's not quite 360 degrees, it needs extremely loose tension. But Furls Odysseys are my favorite hooks. I love them. Whoops. Okay, so I'm skipping 2, jumping over, and then 5 double crochet up the side, five in the peak, and 5 going down, skip 2. That's the pattern for this row. You could do more with these colors. I didn't plan out my color changes. I'm using self-striping yarn, but I do want to, for at least another 1 or 2 or even 3 rounds, control the color changes so it doesn't change mid-row. And then after that, once I get beyond the setup rows, I probably won't care as much. I'll just let it flow a little bit more. But if you wanted to plan your color changes, you could do the snowflake effect, which would be changing colors between the cluster rows. or vivid chevrons, which would be just only doing the double crochet rows in a contrasting color. You can do the Australian confetti with this blanket, but you can't add an extra cluster row. You have to just put the contrasting color on the first cluster row. And I try to keep the row numbers consistent across all of my patterns. So even if you're making a 6-day hooded infinity scarf and you decide you want to do snowflake effect, you can do it easily because the row numbers are the same. Queen of Mordor is here. What's up, Queen of Mordor? Thanks for the follow. I'm excited to see what everybody does with the granny squares, the 6-day granny squares, and how you all do those color changes. I'm excited about it. Nope, I did it right. Hexagon cardigan. Yep, I have one coming, actually. A pattern for one. I'm working on it in the Betty McKnitiverse. I have a little design, a design workshop group over there of folks. And we are working on a hexy cardigan. I think it's going to be more of a recipe than an actual pattern, because I think somebody's already kind of done the pattern and done all the work of figuring out sizing and construction and all that, and all I'm going to be doing is providing a different set of stitches. So I still have to figure that out. Hi, Mandy. What's everyone's weather like? It's been kind of unseasonably cold here. Colder than what I was expecting for the end of April. I mean, I don't know actually if it is unseasonal or unseasonably or not. Let's see how much of this color I have left. It's not that much. It's going to change. I'm playing yarn chicken with this color. I only have to make it to here. Well, let's just see what happens before I start cutting. Thank you. Guess what? I made it. Wow, I made it with some to spare. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to join with a slip stitch here. I always try to get the top two loops of the chain. Sometimes it is not easy, but I do my best. And then before I start going, it's going to change to that next color. Let me grab the wallpaper. This is her wallpaper for her room. So I think this purple is here. And this wine is picked up here. And then this is the next color. So I think it's here. But I know, oops, let me go up a little bit. My friend is very particular about color, so I'm not going to mess around at all trying to get away with anything that does not show up in this wallpaper. I've known her for a long time and I know better. But does everyone agree with me that these colors all match? Because this one's about to pick up, and then this purple is hiding under here. Oh yeah, it's over here in this. Let me see. I'm on a little bit of a delay, so I can't really see what's happening. So I think I can get away with the purple that's underneath here too. So what do y'all think? Okay. Now I have highlighted this round because it's very different. And this is the round that sets us up for the other 7 points of this blanket. So I highlighted it just so it would stand out. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and then I'm going to mark this so that we know where to join when we come back around. It's very common to mistake the slip stitch or the chain up for a stitch. I mean, if you look at that, that looks like 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, but it's not. It's just 1 single crochet. And so we're going to mark it because that sometimes throws people off. Single crochet, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 single crochet in the center of the 5 double crochet in the row below. And then 6 single crochet, 1, 2, there my color just changed, 3, I think it'll be okay though because it's so close and it's just there to there. 4, 5, 6, and so we're going to skip 2 in the valley, in the very bottom of the valley. We're going to chain 3, and this is going to create a space for we're going to put a new point in here in this space on the next round. So you'll see it turns out really cool. So 6 single crochet to go up the side of the mountain. Let me see, 1, 2, I'm already there. 3 in the top. And then 6 to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, okay. I'm off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm off by 1. Am I? Oh yeah, because on this row, I put the 5 double crochet in the wrong stitch. Okay. So I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going in the wrong stitch, but I'm off by 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll all work out. Chain 3, skip 2, and then 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 6 going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 6 single crochet going up the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm gonna have to like cake up these thank you, these ogos, because oof, I'm just not liking that little, it's like a little yarn turd rolling around on my desk. 1, 2, 3. And each of the star blankets has a different number of single crochets that you put in the top of the mountain, so it's really confusing to try and remember them. You have to go back to the pattern. You can't rely on, if you're familiar with the 6-day kid blanket or even the star blanket, you can't rely on what's familiar because they're all just a little bit different. Yep. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 in the top, 2, 3, and then going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, all right. I did it again. I only put 4 in the top over here. Wow, I was really talking and not paying attention. So I'll show you how I'm going to fudge this. I'm going to make 2 single crochet in this last double crochet here to make my counts come out right next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know, I recommend if you fudge, if I were not on a live trying to like show this, I would probably go back and redo it. But I really know this pattern well and I understand the pattern, and so making a couple fudges, I think that's never going to be visible. But if you come around the corner and things are not adding up and it's not landing where it's supposed to land and the numbers are not coming out the way it says they're supposed to come out, don't just fudge to make it come out right. Make sure you know. Like, I was able to find my mistake back here. I only put 4 double crochet in that center stitch on the last row. If you're not able to figure out what you did wrong, then you can't properly fudge, really. I mean, you can fudge and just make the numbers say what you think they're supposed to. This is why I didn't put stitch counts in the beginning, because people would just say, what's my stitch count supposed to be? But the mistake was way back, you know, a whole round before, and so it was hard to help people like correct the actual mistake because they just wanted to make the stitch count come out right. So if you're fudging, know what you're fudging and know what you're correcting with your fudge. Don't just add an extra stitch because, oh, I don't know what went wrong, but I was supposed to have 6 and I had 5, you know, so I just threw another one in. I'm going to count more carefully too. Okay, and then 6 going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, there is only 4 in this. I really should take the whole row out because I had 3 mistakes in the last row. I'm going to make the same fudge here. This is just bad. Oh, and it'll be on the video forever and ever. I'll get emails and lots of nice comments. Oh, heck. Okay, so then the row ends with chain 3, and then you join with a slip stitch where you started. Oh, good Lord. I could cry. Okay, set up round 10. This one is a doozy. Just FYI. This is a doozy round. Set up round 10. So it starts with you're going to slip stitch into the next 4 stitches, okay? 4. So that means you do 4. It doesn't mean you do 3 and end on 4. It means you do 4 and end on the 5th one. So we've already done 1. That was at the end of the round. We have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, it's like a mile away. Chain 2. Double crochet 2 together. Okay, guess what? That is going to be a new valley. This is going to be a new peak right here, and this is going to be a new valley. So this is how we get this started. and I'm going to mark it. And you'll see why, because we have to skip over so many. This is why you need a really big hook for this blanket. We're going to skip 2 and we're going to put 3, 3, 3 in the center double crochet from the row below. So 3, 3, 3 is 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2 and DC3 together cluster. Okay, so that's going to be a point. It's going to be a point, and that's going to be these are going to be new valleys. We're making new valleys. Okay, and next we're going to jump all the way down here. We're going to skip over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to jump all the way down here to this chain 3 space that we made, and we're going to do 3, 3, 3 in there. Double crochet. Oh, come on. I got to pull this. Yeah, I'm going to cake these guys up before tomorrow night. I'm going to pull all the colors apart and make cakes. Hold on. All right, so people ask me a lot, like, how to keep this from getting really loose. So the answer is just hold it with your finger and don't let this hook, don't let these stitches spread out on the hook. Keep them close to each other. Okay, then you won't have that. 2, 3, and then chain 3. And then 3 more double crochet in the chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3. And I'll just lay it down because this is like a crucial row. So I want you to see what's happening here. You have a mountain, and this is going to be a new valley and a mountain. I have had some people move this over 1 stitch and just do skip 3 and then skip 3. And you can do that on this row if you want to. I think it's fine like this. But some people wanted to even it out and make it 3 and 3. Okay, so this is an often forgotten little stitch right here because it almost gets covered up by all this. But this counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4. DC3 together. Okay, hold them together with your finger on the hook. Don't let them spread out too much. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the top. So that's going to be the whole row around. 3, 3, 3. DC3 together. See, all this pulling is why you need a really big hook and loose tension. Let me check over here and see if anybody's commenting. Y'all are quiet tonight. I would play music or something, but then I can't put it on YouTube if I do that. skip 2, yeah, because I did something funky there, and I'm going to that one. 1, 2, 3, and then skip 4, and then 3, 3, 3 in the chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. How many am I skipping here? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. DC3 together. Sarah, warm and cozy, I like your name. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3. Skip 2, DC3 together, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3 in the valley. I like this blanket better than the Supernova because all the setup and thinking is at the beginning. And once you're set up, you can just go and you don't have to think anymore. The Supernova has rounds that are mindless, and then it has rounds where you have to think. And you have to keep changing how many single crochet are in the peak. And that's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. DC3 together. Really feels like you're skipping over a lot of stitches, so keep these close together on the hook so you don't get that big space in between like I did right there. Although there's nothing wrong with it, it's fine. I can show you when I come back around there what you can do. 3, 3, 3 in the top. Well, I have a long way to go around. Skip 2, DC3 together. Thanks for the likes. Skip 4, jump all the way over here for 3, 3, 3. Keep those stitches close together. Oh no, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing a double crochet. There we go. Skip 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. DC3 together. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for following. 2, 3, 4. I counted that 4 times. And then 3, 3, 3 in the top. It looks funky because I have those places where I fudged. Thanks, Mama J. How you doing tonight? How's your, talk to me about that granny square. Skip 2, DC3 together. Hey, Lydia, thanks for following. Three, 3, 3 in this chain 3 space. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry for your loss. Boy, you've had a little rough time lately, haven't you? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's that one. I am making the 6-day superstar blanket. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the top of the mountain in the center single crochet. There's a 6-day star, a 6-day superstar, and a 6-day supernova. They're all kind of based on the same idea. They're all a little bit different. I just thought I would do them all. I don't have a lot of video content for this particular pattern, so I just thought I would make some. Because I know I do not do video only patterns, but I know a lot of people were wanting to learn how to crochet just to make the star blanket, so I know those folks need video. Skip 2, DC3 together. My project's getting big. Skip 4, 3, 3, 3 in the valley. Hold them close. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. Skip 4. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, I've just got one space left. I'm gonna 3, 3, 3. Really want to hold these stitches close together so that I don't get that gap. It's kind of almost like doing a standing double crochet where you have to hold the stitches against the hook. Okay, and then I'm just going to slip stitch. Okay, so that is this round, and if you made it this far without curling or without bumping your hook, you're probably having curling on this round. I'm having a little, but I really think it's going to be okay. I bumped my hook up early on in the project, so I'm not worried about it. But if you haven't bumped up your hook and your work is curling like this, then you need to bump up. It's good to bump your hook before round 10, because this is where you're skipping over all those stitches and it's really pulling in. If your work is ruffling like that, that is not about your hook size. That is you have made a mistake and you have too many stitches on your hook. Setup round 11 is the last setup round for this blanket, and then once you get past that setup round, it's all repeating after that. So let me see if I can get the setup round, the last setup round, done tonight. I'll have 13 minutes. I don't know if I can get the whole thing done. I might have to go a little bit over, but I'm gonna try. How am I doing on yarn? I'm gonna pull out this little bit of purple from the center of it. Where's my scissors? I'll set this purple aside. And I have a little bit more of this on the other end of this, so I'm just gonna pull it. I'll just leave it until I need it. I'll just leave it over there. I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way around with just what I have of this color, so we shall see. Slip into space between DC2 together and 3 double crochet. That's this one. So we just want to get over there to that space. And then we're going to chain 2, DC2 together, and mark that. Okay, so the way this round is going to look is that's everywhere there is a DC2 together on this round 10, setup round 10 that we just did. You're going to have a DC2 together in the space before and after each one, and that's going to be a new valley. And then you're going to have a 3, 3, 3 in each of these points, and that's the whole round. It's written in code, of course, in the pattern. But that's what you do. You put a 3, 3, 3 into each point, and then a DC3 together in all the other spaces. The star blanket has, on the cluster rounds, the first cluster round has one DC3 together in the center of the valley, and then the next round has one DC3 together on each side of it. On the 6-Day Kid blanket, you have these two DC3 togethers over a big skip, 2 and 2. And the star blanket, it's 1 and 2. And in the granny square, it's 2 and 1, like that. Okay, see that? This is going to be a valley, and this is going to be a new point, and then I'm going to 3, 3, 3 over here. Hi, newcomers, welcome. Thanks for being here. So I'm going to be live. Today is my second day. I'm going to do 6 days in a row. So I'll be live for 4 more nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm working on a 6-day superstar. If you want to try and catch up, I am downloading these videos and I'm putting them on my YouTube. So you can follow along and catch up with me, or you can just save them to, to work on this project at a later time. But feel free to come hang out, bring your crochet, bring something to work on, or just, whatever. I'm here. I have a lot of other stuff going on. I'm working on granny squares. I released a granny square. It's just a square. And everyone wants it to be a blanket. So I am making 2 blankets from that. And I think eventually, I'll get around to making a granny square blanket that's multiple squares sewn, put together with a border. Every time I make a blanket, I put a different border on it. So I'll be releasing all of that soon. And I have a membership community called the Betty McKnitiverse behind a paywall. And I have a lot of really juicy content over there. Juicy. I made it sound dirty, but it's totally not. Although I do swear. But we have weekly meetings where we do a crochet along or a class, and what we're working on over there right now is a knitted sweater called the Wonderful Wallaby. It's a sweater I've made a bunch of times, and I preluded that with 2 knitting classes. One of them was called Crocheters Learn to Knit, and the other one was Learn to Knit Socks. And just between those 2 classes, you have all the skills to knit this sweater, which is pretty much knit in the round on circular needles. There's very little purling in the whole sweater, so it's a lot of fun. So we had a little planning meeting today for that. And I usually do those on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And what else do I have over there? I have pre-releases of stuff that I finished, but just haven't photographed yet, or I'm still tweaking the patterns for them. And so if you're the type of person that can't wait for stuff like that, you can go over there and, see what I've got over there. If you want to test my new stuff, the Betty McKnitiverse is also the place to be. And I have exclusive patterns. I call them unicorns, but they're not patterns they're not actual unicorns, but they are exclusive pattern variations that are only in the McKnitiverse. I don't release them to the public. So that's in there, and then twice a month we get together and just hang out. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I moved over from Patreon about a year ago, and it was a really good move. I mean, it just feels like a community of people. It's really a lot of fun. It's really a great group. I mean, my Facebook communities are great also. They my big Facebook community, the 6-Day Kid Blanket, all we talk about there is the 6-Day Kid Blanket. That's it. And there are a lot of free resources there, but I was just starting to feel like they were kind of spread out. I had stuff on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, I have a design workshop, and that's where we're working on the hexagon sweater. And oh yeah, business mastermind for people with crochet businesses. I've had a request for mentoring around monetizing free crochet patterns for crochet designers who sell patterns and want to monetize free crochet patterns. I think people think like, oh, you're just giving away your free crochet patterns for free, but nope, they're copyrighted and I make money on them. Just because it's not like you pay me on Ravelry for it, but I make money off of the ads and etc. 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 So that's it's just a whole different business model that I kind of fell into practically by accident. But I think a lot of people think that a lot of crochet businesses think the only way to make money is to sell things that they make or to sell, pattern designs. But you can also post them for free and make money from the ads, and there are other ways to monetize as well. So I have I have a waiting list for that. Business. It's going to be an accountability group is what it's going to be. See, that's that great big one I told you about. So we're going to be working over this space, and I'm going to be working right over it. So it's not going to be a big deal. I don't like it, but it's not going to, no one's ever going to see it. No one's ever going to know it was there except for me and you and the whole internet. Man, I cracked myself up. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for following, you all. I appreciate it. I'm relatively new to TikTok. I'm only over here because somebody posted a video and that got a lot of attention and brought me over here, so I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to have a following over here. It's fun. This is a really fun platform, actually. I enjoy it. I don't have too much more yarn left of this color. I might stop mid-row. It is 10 o'clock. And then I'm going to cake up the rest of this yarn because this is driving me nuts. Hey, Mari. I see you there. Thanks for the likes, girl. I'm excited to get that sticker. My kids and I, when they were, well, not when they were little, but when they were younger, when they still lived at home, and they weren't young, they were grown people, college age or high school, and they would say, go cry in a corner. You don't like it, go cry in a corner, and then everybody would laugh. We thought that saying was very funny. Go cry in a corner. Yeah, girl, how's your star blanket? You been working on that at all? Yep, it's turning purple. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop and I'm going to cake up this darn yarn and be ready for tomorrow night. But this is, let's see, what round did I say this was? Setup round 11. This is the last setup round. So I'll just go ahead and stop there. But I'll get a good look at it, what it looks like. 333 in the top, and then 1 DC3 together on each side. And this doesn't really quite look like it yet, but this is gonna be a new valley right here. So you have your point, valley, point, valley, point. You have 14 of them. Whoa. Swipe left to close. Okay, I had comments in front of it. That is too big. No one wants to see my face that big on their screen. Holy moly. I even scared myself. Like, who's that lady? You will, my dear. You will. Don't worry. You're going to have the biggest star blanket. All right, well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. And I'll be on here again tomorrow. Same time, 9 p.m. I'll be on for about an hour. And working on this super star blanket. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I love you, TikTok. You guys are the best. No, you're the best. All right. Bye now.